Hello, everyone, and welcome to my February/March update video, where there isn't really that much for me to talk about. So I'm gonna be very brief. Basically, right now I am exactly halfway through Super Mario Sunshine, which I'm really happy about. I love Super Mario Sunshine. As infuriating as that game can be, um, I'm really happy that, I'm managing pretty well for the most part. Oh my god, I look so horrible with this band-aid on. So yeah, I apologize for my horrible appearance. Um, anyways, um, yeah, Mario Sunshine going on. I keep on meaning to start the Toy Story project. I'm planning on starting that, I think on Sunday. That's my plan on when I'm going to start it. Whether or not that'll be, I don't know. But that's the plan, is starting, Toy Story Blind or whatever on Sunday. And then, after Super Mario Sunshine is over, I'm going to be playing Hotel Mario, which is going to be a interesting experience to say the least. Cause yeah, I don't know a lot about Hotel Mario, but I do know that it's infamous for its cutscenes. Um, and I've played, and with the emulator that I have, I've played like one level, and it seems pretty easy, but I have a feeling it's gonna get much harder later on. Um, and currently, I'm just trying to work out the kinks in the emulator. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to like save, like save states, but I don't know how. I don't exactly know how to do that. So, and I don't know if there even is a way, like, at all for, like save states and whatnot for that emulator, because it's kind of almost like a bare bones emulator. Like, it's just an emulator. And obviously, CDI emulation is incredibly primitive, compared to like Project 64 or any N64 emulator, any DS emulator that I've ever used, or Game Boy Advanced emulator. So it doesn't have any of that stuff. Um, so it's just, a matter of, working out some of the kinks and stuff. And the thing that I find most interesting about this emulator is that connecting the controller is an absolute chore. Because I'm pretty sure right now it's probably not even gonna let me use it, but we can try. Oh, it is. So, yeah, basically, I guess according to, a lot of like the guides and stuff for this program that I've looked up in terms of controller, it's definitely not anything like you know, uh Project 64, where you have to like map buttons and whatnot. Um and it doesn't really detect controllers in a conventional way. Like, you have to have the controller on before you open the program. You have to have the controller connected and all that stuff. It's kind of like a plug and play, kind of like let's just say like an N64. Like, you can't plug it in after you open the program. you have to restart the program. Basically, same thing with the hardware N64. You can't plug in the controller after the system is on. You have to shut off the system, plug the controller in, then turn it back on for it to work. So that's basically, kind of the best way that I can describe it. So that's how that emulator works. So it's very primitive in that sense, and it's got like some weird shit with it. Like it's got like timers and all that stuff, which I guess that's how CDIs work. I've never owned one, and apparently, it is advised not to own one because I've seen videos of where there's like a battery or something that dies in them, and they're next to impossible to replace. Which it prevents you from saving, prevents you from even booting it up, and another thing being they are incredibly expensive. So it's just not worth it, especially if I'm only going to be playing one game like ever on for the system. It's just not worth the $400. Yeah, that's basically the best way for me to describe it. Is I'm not gonna be paying like $400+ to play one game. Like that's just a waste of money. Like I might as well light my money on fire at that point. But yeah, that's gonna be my next Mario game. Is Hotel Mario, as crazy as that sounds. And I think that it may get some views because there are no like traditional like projects that with Let's Players or whatnot that have played Hotel Mario. Like I couldn't find any anywhere. So I'll probably be like one of the first and only ones. But then again, who knows? Maybe I could get a lot of views for it. Maybe I won't get any because maybe there's not much interest in Hotel Mario because of how bad the game is. But regardless, it's something that I'm looking forward to at some point. There's just a lot of kinks and stuff, like with the emulator and trying to figure out, with the controller and all that stuff to work out. And saving, that's another thing. I have absolutely no idea about the save states or anything because, yeah, it doesn't seem like there are any save states. And I know I played one level and I got like a game over, and I typed in like a file name or whatnot, and I tried to recover that file after closing and opening the program, and it was gone. So it obviously there is no saving available. So I think that's something the developer hasn't quite figured out yet for some reason. And apparently this has been in development for like almost 2 decades now. And how they haven't figured that out is kind of beyond me. But yeah, basically that's I'm definitely going to be having some kinks and stuff to work out. And it's just like if the computer crashes or anything like that, or if an update, all of a sudden decides to restart the computer, I'm gonna be very pissed off. I'm gonna be fucked because all the data is gonna be gone because like you can't save. So yeah, that's gonna be a huge hurdle for that project, and that's something I'm gonna have to figure out. And then with the controller, I gotta find I know I have a wire for it somewhere. I just have to find where it is because I don't know where one is. I know I have one somewhere, but I just, with everything that has happened the past couple months, with this lower room flooding, having everything moved around then, and then the carpeting being destroyed in the upper room about a month later, and getting that ripped out, and then getting new flooring up there. It's just, it's been a nightmare, to say the least. Let's just put it that way. The whole ordeal, with everything going on here, it's been a nightmare, and everything's been moved around, and yeah, it's not been fun. So hopefully, after I get the new floor in my upper room, that'll be the end of it, but we shall see there. But yeah, that's gonna be my next my next Mario game is Hotel Mario, and yeah, and then Toy Story will be, or Toy Story 2, or whatever it's called. I think it's just Toy Story 2, the one for the N64. I'll be playing that. I'll hopefully be starting that on Sunday. But another thing is I haven't even tested it to see if the cartridge still works, because I haven't used, that cartridge has not been touched or even put into a system since the early 2000s. So I have no idea if it even still works. So, yeah, that's going to be something a force to be reckoned with there. So, I suppose I'll figure that out when the time comes. But right now, I don't know. But yeah, in terms of, the next non-Mario game, like after that, I have one game in mind, and it sounds super stupid. But I played the game once, like a long time ago, and the game is called Palm Gets Wi-Fi. It's an indie game, and it's on Steam, I believe. That's the next non-Mario game after the Toy Story 2 game that I'll be most likely playing. And then basically what the future holds, then I have no idea. But yeah. Anyways, that pretty much sums that up. So to make a long story short, Super Mario Sunshine, I'm halfway through the game. After Super Mario Sunshine, I will be starting Hotel Mario. Toy Story 2 should be starting this Sunday. I'm hoping anyways. And that's pretty much it. Not much going on. So yeah, anyways, thank you everyone for watching this lovely update video. And I will see you guys later. Bye.